Let's go.
Microphone check, 1 million, 2
You'll
million.
go. Yeah, he's good to go.
And we're a good go. And good God, we've started
good God,
the podcast.
We started episode 7?
Episode feels like 8.
Okay, well, it is 7.
Yeah, it's 7. But the
tell you
pace we're going at
It feels like 8.
feels like we've almost done 8.
Wow. Producer Ben is back.
What up,
Thank
Producer Ben?
God.
Big up, Producer Ben.
Big up, Producer Ben. We were lost without Producer Ben.
Would love to give Producer Ben the ability to do an air horn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? You're basically just giving him more work to do.
Yes. Ben, you've got a little bit of homework for you for next week. I should like you.
Producer Ben, why am I back here?
It's the incredible power of the podcast.
Yeah. Just you can say things and then, But
someone's going to produce it.
I'm going to tell you what, massive laws if there's no air horn.
Oh, I don't think there will be an air horn next week.
I don't think there should
Not
be.
because I think Ben is completely capable of finding an air horn sound effect.
Oh, okay.
And blaring it.
Okay.
I just think it was a terrible decision, and I don't think it'll be followed through on.
On your part.
On my part.
Wow. Okay.
It might interrupt the flow.
Patrick, can I ask you something?
Yes, and I have to start the timer. I always forget to do this.
Oh gosh. Okay, but then get ready for my question.
Oh, I'm so excited for this question.
Are you excited?
Can
Are
I,
you
before
ready
you-
for this question?
before you ask this
say anything? No, please, Patrick.
No,
Before you
Micky, allow me.
Allow me, Patrick. What's up?
Oh, right. Okay, if I'd have known you were going to say what's up, I would never have tried to preface your question.
What were you trying to say?
I was going to say, baby, you're doing such a good job of preparing me for this question. That's what I was going to say.
May I just say thanks?
Thanks.
And may I also say, what's up?
What's up is the new sound.
Wow,
This-
it's really nice.
This segment has been missing a strong introductory. I genuinely think we should play that. We should play an air horn sound effect and me going,
No,
what's
producer Ben, none of these,
up?
all these things can be ignored.
Hey!
Yes,
Producer
yes.
Ben in with the sound effect as requested.
So is that what's up?
Maybe you should. What is up? What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
God, I do love to just be on this pod and talking about what's up with you because so much has been up. Well, this is the big what's up, and it's not just for me; it's also
Okay.
for you.
A double what's up?
Double what's up? What's up with us? The tours are
Finito.
over.
The tours are over. Oh my God. I feel different.
You hit different. Ever since you finished your tour,
2 days ago.
the way you've been striking me in the head
Oh.
with your karate chop fist
Yeah.
has been leaving me dazed.
Wow. So I've gotten stronger after this tour has ended.
It's been hitting different. Yeah.
It's been hitting different.
Yeah, your strikes. You finished 2 days ago. I finished
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
In fact, you were on the phone to me after your last show, smug as all hell.
I said, Micky, you could never understand what it's like. From
Yeah.
up here on the Mount Olympus of
Yeah.
no responsibility, I'm throwing down lightning strikes at you. I'm already having sex with pigs? What was it Zeus was doing? He was fucking
Swans?
swans.
I feel like there was at least one swan.
I think it was like...
You're thinking of David Cameron,
yes, David Cameron.
a different type of
Up
god.
on the Mount Olympus of austerity. He'd come down amongst the people to take their lunch and fuck their pigs. Oh, God, whatever happened to David Cameron
There was a bull.
and a bull?
No, not David Cameron. This is Zeus again. We're back on Zeus.
Zeus fucked the bull.
Yeah.
David Cameron never, as far as I'm aware.
Well, we wouldn't know, would we? What happens in Cambridge, Oxford?
Are you okay? What happened just then?
I don't know which one.
Did a blood
What
vessel
happens
burst in your
in-
head?
I just don't know which one he went to. But they're the
I
same.
think he
They're
went
the
to
same
Cambridge.
school.
I think he went to
They're
Cambridge.
essentially the same school.
He certainly went to Eton because he was a young rival of one Bojo the Clown, our ex-Prime Minister.
And he'd be eaten.
Yes. Yeah.
That pig.
Oh, you think he was going down on the pig?
Oh, gosh. I meant he was also having a BLT.
Oh, he was shagging the
Why
pig
would
and
I
then
think
eating
that he was
it.
going down on the
Hey,
pig?
remember when Ed Miliband was eating that bacon sandwich.
Back on Ed. Poor Ed. Really can't shake this bacon sandwich.
No, he can't. He's the Minister of Energy.
Yeah.
I believe.
And what are people saying? Remember when he
you
ate that sandwich?
I mean, who amongst us, if we were caught unawares, chowing
Eating.
down on a bacon
Eating.
butty?
Absolutely. There's never once in my life been an eating photo of me where I've been like, great.
Has there been many eating photos of you?
Sure. You know my family. There's
Yeah.
photos all the time.
Yeah. Chowing down.
Yeah, photos of, well, I take photos of you eating a lot.
Yeah, you do. If I'm on the couch,
we have some excellent,
better believe.
Well, on holidays, we have some excellent ice cream photos of you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm usually eating an ice cream.
They're
on
all
holiday.
framed.
Yeah, we have a whole wall.
I
Patrick's
framed all the ice cream photos.
Actually, you have framed all the ice cream photos.
Yeah, I think they're really funny.
Yeah. See, if I was Ed Miliband and there were photos like that of me or him eating ice cream, maybe things would be a little bit different.
You think we'd have a Labour government?
I think we do have a Labour government, so I think that wouldn't be changed.
That is so crazy
But we
because,
might
of
have
course,
a-
that's so true, and I know that, but it doesn't feel like we do.
Well, yes, because he's economically liberal but culturally right.
Yeah. He sucks, is what I think.
That's a hot take.
But yeah, so Zeusby,
Zeus?
Zeusby fucking swans.
Zeus
and that's
fucking
basically
swans.
you up there.
That's me.
Looking down on me whilst I still had one whole show to do.
You had a whole show to do.
in The Hague.
And I was banging the swan of low responsibility. I think I already said
Right.
responsibility.
God.
Yes, I was. I was doing nothing. And you had one more show to do.
Yeah.
But we-
I had one more show to do in The Hague.
Den Haag.
City of
War crime.
War Crimes.
Yes.
And I used it.
Did you? Did you mention that?
I did some.
Oh, you did some.
And then I went back.
What kind of war
to
crimes
the
did
show.
you do at the Hague?
I did about 5 minutes of war crimes
the
in the middle
top.
of the show.
Yeah. I'm just going to do a little bit of light war crime.
Just a couple of war crimes, and then I'm just going to move on.
Yeah. Now, it's for you to bring up war crimes is obviously my most successful online reel was me versus a war crimes investigator.
Yeah.
Are you bringing that up now? And this whole The Hague thing is just a ruse to try and build some SEO on my content.
No, but if I did that, how good of a girlfriend am I?
Get you a girl who brings up
Who brings up war crimes during the podcast so that it will boost the SEO of your war crimes crowd work clip.
and now that's a clip that would go turbo viral.
And get you a boyfriend who looks at you like you have just brought up war crimes in a podcast to boost the SEO
Well,
of his
Of
wartime
his own personal war crime
crime
video. And while you're at it, get you a boy who looks at you like you're about to ask him what's up.
These are definitely the
We don't understand
These are
the
not
trend.
specific to us.
These are
These are general. These are general.
Universal. Who amongst
Get you a
us?
boy and a girl like that.
Get you a boy and a girl like that. But the headline of what's up today is that
We've finished our tours.
we finished our tours.
It is huge. What do you think you've learned from touring? What's like one thing
Wow.
you've learned? Because I
I've
can name
learned-
5 things you've learned.
Whoa. That's a really mean way of framing a question. That means I have to think of at least 5 things.
But mine are practical. You can probably come up with something more wholesome that you've learned from
Top
touring.
5 things Patrick Spicer has learned
Yeah.
since touring.
Hmm.
What have I learned? I've learned not to book too many shows close together because I get
For the old noggin.
very tired.
Yeah.
And even though the shows are always fun, the
Yeah.
getting there, having them back to back, the international travel. Next tour, I have a scheme, which is that I'm not going to do 2 consecutive weeks where I'm flying around. So I'll try and do some stuff in the UK. Next week, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Next week, back in the UK.
I think that's smart.
I think there's lots of things you can do, but ultimately, I think touring is just, it is tiring. And
Here's
there's not really a way
something-
to game that.
Yeah. You will. You're very
I
like,
think I will game it.
well, to be honest, like you're one of those people who like when you learn something, you do actually do something about it the next time.
Yes.
But here's something that I know you've learned,
Uh-oh.
which is to not book sketchy looking Airbnbs
Yeah.
where you take the bedroom and then subsequently kick out an old woman whose bedroom it actually is.
Well, when you say it out of context, that sounds pretty bad. But
Well, this is not your fault. This is what the Airbnb was.
yeah, I had a habit in the first leg of the tour. I did a spring tour, I did an autumn tour. We both did. The spring tour was, I didn't know how I was going to sell in lots of cities around the world.
Yeah.
So
So
my
you were being
strategy-
fiscally conservative.
Which was very difficult for me, but I was actually pinching the pennies quite a bit.
Yeah, that was very difficult for you.
My
Yeah.
natural inclination would be to book the Ritz-Carlton in every city and bask in the glory of my own money.
Yes.
But I didn't have any money because I hadn't done the tour yet. So I booked in every single city the worst flights. I was getting 7 a.m. flights everywhere and always Ryanair or EasyJet.
Yep.
And I was not booking hotels. I was booking the cheapest. I was going on to Airbnb and I was sorting from cheapest to most expensive. And whatever was the most cheapest, I would get the second most cheapest.
Thinking to yourself, this one's not the worst.
Yeah, it's like when you buy a bottle of wine. If you're going over somewhere, you never buy the cheapest. You buy the second cheapest.
Yikes.
And then people don't know that you've bought the cheapest. This? Chardonnay? Devil's Creek? I don't even remember what they're called anymore.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah. Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Yeah, that's
definitely.
it.
It was
A full-bodied
Dawson's Creek.
Chianti. Is this Dawson's Creek?
And the full body is just a picture of Michelle Williams. And
She got
it
that
is-
full body.
It is inappropriate.
Yeah.
And she keeps saying, why is this allowed?
Why am I on this?
Why am
What do
I
you
on
mean
this
by
one?
this?
This has nothing to do
Yeah. And
with
the
Dawson's
CEO
Creek.
is also on the label being like, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. I'm saying you have a full body.
Yeah. 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 You would always get that one.
Yeah, so I get that
Because it was the
particular
second
wine,
cheapest.
Because it was the second cheapest. The reason it was so cheap, it was an excellent wine, but it was their marketing campaign that forced them to push the
We're
cost
the
down.
second cheapest.
They were fighting Michelle Williams in a custody battle.
God, that's so true. No one talks about this.
Yeah, absolutely no one is talking about this.
Absolutely nobody is talking about
And
this.
that's why you listen to this
Very
podcast.
real thing.
To hear real stuff that's actually happening. And if you turn on the news, I mean, is any of that stuff even happening? Has anyone
Yeah.
even checked?
Yeah. None of that's happening. It's all left woke liberal
Yes.
media.
Go off, Queen. I love it when you start talking about this stuff.
That's the end.
Oh, no. That I'd set you up for a real rant that you'd already ranted.
But I was done.
It was a coda. So I was the cheapest Airbnbs, the worst flights.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I was pretty tired by the end of it because I slept maybe 2 hours.
You have to say this. Oh no! First,
Can I tell you the whole story of Munich? Because that's where the depressing Airbnb was.
what was the whole story? You've only told me half the story.
The whole story of Munich is that, well, it was during World War II. Let
yeah.
me start at the beginning from Munich.
Yeah,
Um,
we're back in Prussia.
Munich, a city
Okay.
I didn't know if I could sell any tickets.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I sold very nicely. Thank you very much.
Munich was for me very nice as well.
Munich?
Love you guys.
Hell of a crowd.
Hell of a
Probably
crowd.
top 5 shows of whatever, 80,
For me as well.
90.
Oh my god, this is such a shout out to Munich.
Munich, if you're listening to this, big up.
Big up, actually.
Actually, big up. Huge respect for the people of Munich. Excellent crowd, great fun. Some complete lunatics, but great vibes.
Yeah,
Absolute madman on the front row who was just everything he said was insane.
yeah,
Which is great for me because I can
Love
just
that.
repeat back the things that he said.
yeah. You're not actually coming up with anything.
There's no art to it. I mean,
No.
that's the best thing.
I know
I
it's
mean,
the
if you
best.
go through clips, the ones that do the best are the ones where I'm barely saying anything.
Yeah.
Someone's just gone, my uncle is a fisherman.
Someone's
in
gone.
Nicaragua.
I am looking at war crimes in
Hey,
Ukraine.
no way.
Whoa!
The SEO be
Oh, the
popping.
SEO be popping.
That clip is going to be back on Al Jazeera tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing about the war crimes investigative
on
clip,
Al
is
Jazeera.
that they played it on Al Jazeera as if it was news. They just threw to a clip of me doing
Patrick,
crowd work.
it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you. Let's face it. It was amazing.
Yeah, but I wish I could have made it onto Fox News because that's the only
News I read.
respectable.
Yeah.
I read Fox News. I print it out.
Me too.
I get the transcript. I print it out.
Me too.
So Munich. So basically Munich was a city where I sold well, spent nothing.
Yeah.
So I was in the worst
Which
Airbnb.
in theory, you love.
Which in theory I love because the profit margins would be very nice.
Yeah.
But I stayed in this Airbnb, which was the second cheapest. And it turned out that the room I was sleeping in, it was this elderly Munich lady, German lady. I'd say she's about 70, somewhere in her 70s.
Yeah.
And the bedroom that I was sleeping in, sometimes in Airbnb you have your own space, sometimes you even get the whole flat. I had her bedroom was the room I was staying in.
Yeah.
So she was sleeping on her sofa in the living room, and she'd put up a very sad curtain around her sofa. So she would get into bed, close this curtain around her sofa, and she had a huge dog, like this Great Dane dog, who would sleep on the sofa with her. If I had known when I booked the Airbnb that I would be kicking an old lady out of her own bedroom.
You don't want to kick an old lady out of her own bedroom.
I wanted to be like, dude, I'll sleep on the sofa. But then
Yes.
equally, I was like, well, I did pay for this. I mean, I did pay. So I didn't set up the situation.
Right. So now it sounds like you're saying that there was a situation where you were trying to offer that you'd sleep on the couch, but equally you were going, but let's face it.
But let's be honest.
Let's face it, Frau Munich.
Frau Munich, you are the proprietor.
Yeah.
I didn't set up the situation.
You don't tip the proprietor.
You never tip the proprietor. And can you imagine tipping in it? Anyway, so I just had this incredibly awkward situation of feeling very guilty.
So awkward.
Because she had this very small flat, I went into the show. When I got back, she turned all the lights out and she closed the curtains around her little sofa. She was hiding in a little sofa, twitching the curtains. So I just had to walk in the pitch black. I couldn't turn the lights on because I would wake up her and her giant dog. So I had to creep through after having a great show where, to be honest, one of the perks of stand-up comedy is when it goes well, you just come off thinking you're like, man, it boosts your ego.
Your adrenaline is also going.
Your adrenaline's going. You're
so
like,
you can't sleep straight away.
I'm the king of the world. And then you're creeping through this old lady's flat to steal her bed.
Yeah. Now, producer Ben has got a great question, which I'd like to ask. Is there room in the bed for two?
That is a great question, producer bed.
Yeah.
Producer bed. I hadn't even thought of proposing that. Maybe I should have shagged the old lady.
Oh, you don't have to shag her.
What?
No.
Oh,
you can just share the bed
that'd
with
be very
her.
rude.
You think you have to shag everyone that you share a bed
I
with?
think there's an expectation.
God, this is why men are so sad.
Big out of town celebrity coming in, crush the gig. Probably gonna have to bang the old lady afterwards.
Probably have to.
Probably have to.
Probably have to.
Little old me. Yeah, I guess I probably have to.
And little old her.
Yeah, she was tiny and really old.
Yeah.
Really
good. Well, we feared lovely straight into ageism, which is good.
Straight into no, I said a fucker. I said
no. How can I be ageist when I want to fuck the old lady?
I'm not ageist. I'm an ageophile. I'm an elderphile.
Yeah.
I really don't want to get this on the record.
Yeah. It's good because someone else can make a supercut of all the things you've said.
Do you ever think about that? We've only done 7 episodes. Can you believe we've almost done 8 episodes?
Yeah.
We've only done 7. I bet already.
Well, in many ways, we've done 14.
Oh, yeah, because of the Patreon.
Yes.
Okay, right. So
yes, guys, if you're not listening to the Patreon, there is a whole... And let's face it, those episodes are better.
Certainly last week, yeah. If you're a main feed listener, I've got to apologise for last week. We watched it back this afternoon.
We're not apologising for the episode.
No, I think we should formally renounce last week's episode. I think we should say...
We were still touring and we were sleepy.
It was, we were very sleepy.
Listen,
I had a basically almost nervous breakdown the night before where I genuinely thought that the Christmas tree was looking at me. So I just want to be crystal clear. That was the headspace I was in. I was on the verge of getting myself committed to an inpatient facility. Yeah. But I'm back on
form.
Back on form this week.
What was, let's not, listen. I just need
we could
to
get
know,
into that on the Patreon.
We absolutely
People
can.
want to know the depths of mental health collapse.
But I want to know, all of this I've heard. What's the whole Munich story?
That's true. Well, they hadn't heard the Munich story, so...
No. That's why I brought it up.
The whole story was also on the way to the show. So I also am very cheap with the food, and I've become better on this leg of the tour. I've been going and having dinners and things.
Well, this is what you've learned.
But in Munich, I ate for dinner on the way to the sold out show after leaving the little old lady. I went into a petrol station and I bought a really disgusting tuna mayo sandwich, which isn't even anything that I would ever normally get. They had like no option, so it's just one of those horrible sandwiches and a little orange juice. And I sat basically in the street next to like a 3-lane highway, just eating this horrible little sandwich. Yeah. And it was on the way back from Munich where I was like, man, I really didn't need to do that.
I think we were on the phone together after the Munich thing, and you were explaining to me what the situation was. And I was literally like, right, it's time for an intervention.
Yeah, you staged an effective intervention.
I really did. I made it about like you're the perform, like you have to do the thing that all these people have paid money to come to.
Yes.
So you need to book things and put yourself in a situation where you can perform the best. And kicking an old lady out of her bedroom and then eating a sad tuna mayo salad sandwich is just not, that's just not actually going to lead to you being the like most optimal performer.
Yes, it's hard to get into the headspace of like, you know, like a Dave Chappelle level of confidence when you've just left an old lady's flat.
That is also, and
you've eaten a disgusting tuna sandwich. Like
you've really gone like the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I arrived there feeling like a little dirtbag.
Yeah, of course.
And then that translates on stage. And
by the way, I want to be very clear. We also don't want to be Dave Chappelle. I don't want to be the kind of performer that makes people pay £250 and then shows up an hour late whilst drunk.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be like Dave Chappelle in any area except his political views. Those are exactly the things that I specifically do want to do. That's a joke. I'm being ironic. There was something else I wanted to say about Munich. What was it? Oh, yes. This is a huge gripe that I have.
Whoa, with Munich?
Europe. In fact, the world, except Australia, apparently. We're the only country with meal deals here in the UK. In the UK, anywhere you go, you can get a main, not just a sandwich, could be pasta, a side, and a drink.
Yeah.
For generally under £5.
Yeah.
Almost anywhere. I think Co-ops is maybe $5.50, but in most places, very cheap. And you can get a full day's worth of calories out of a meal deal. Because guess what? Huel is a drink.
Oh.
They include Huel as a drink. Sometimes the sides are like giant crisps or like egg. You get egg.
I used to buy egg all the time.
Egg all the time. And there are some really good meal deals. But in Europe, they just don't have it because they believe in more of a like, if you're going to have lunch, then you got to sit down and you got to eat lunch, put your feet up.
Do you think the meal deal is an extension of the austerity mindset?
I can't help but feel like that's a leading question.
That's where it led.
That's where, you're leading me into. Do I think it's an extension of the austerity mindset? No, because it predates austerity.
Nice.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, there were meal deals.
What about pre-World War II austerity?
Did they have Tesco meal deals?
Or is it a result of that time? When was the meal deal invented, Ben?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Whoa.
Late 80s, early 90s. Right around the time we were being born. People were saying, these guys are going to need some cheap eats.
Was it Tesco who came up with it?
Boots. Boots have a killer meal deal. They include sushi.
I would not have expected Boots to be the originator of the meal deal.
Boots have a good meal deal.
What is the one that you go for?
Well, I mean, they're all... Now I do like a plant-based sandwich. Plant-based hoisin wrap. If I can get a fake duck hoisin wrap.
If I can get a fake duck.
If I can get a fake... well.
If I can get a fake duck,
if I can get a fake duck hoisin wrap, well, that'll be a hootin' Nanny. Ooh-wee! Ooh, that's hot. This is ice cold peppermint tea.
Where is this person from?
Oh, mammy.
Ooh,
Probably
mommy.
from the south.
Probably from the South.
Louisiana.
Oh, of the United States.
Molasses.
Okay, molasses.
Molasses.
Well,
Can
what's
I
your
have half a pound of molasses
what was your meal deal?
for my pa?
What was your meal deal option before you went fake duck?
Great question. Thanks for
Thank you.
asking. I used to get the cheese and onion was probably my classic, or like red Leicester red Leicester and onion, whatever it was, that cheesy, creamy, oniony thing. Then I would get a prawn cocktail, and then I would usually get like a Sprite or something.
Wow, these are all disgusting.
Well, what would you get? You get your little egg.
I love egg. I get like chicken club,
Chicken club.
chicken chorizo.
Chicken chorizo.
Chorizo.
Oh yeah, you can get those ones.
You can get them at Tesco.
What are you getting? Water for your drink?
The thing with the drink is the problem is that I'm not a big like soda person. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not a big soda person.
Guys, if
so
I'd
I'm
known,
always
I would
struggling.
never have started the podcast.
I'm always struggling with what to pick. If they have a well, what is it called when it's the apple juice, but it's all cloudy? If they have a cloudy apple juice, I'll go for that. But they don't always have it.
No, they don't always have a cloudy apple juice.
No. Sometimes I'll go for like a coconut water, which I want to be very clear, I think is disgusting. But I do hear is very good for you.
I also don't even know. They say it's more hydrating than water.
Because it's got electrolytes.
I'm not sure I buy into electrolytes.
Well, you're wrong. Then you're wrong about that.
I don't know. I think you're probably getting enough. If you're eating a whole food plant-based diet, I think you're probably getting plenty of electrolytes. What's wrong? What happened?
Oh,
You
sorry, I fell
for a
asleep.
second?
I fell asleep for a second.
Really? But I was talking about my whole food plant-based diet.
Wow.
You always really like
Do you
that.
think those two things are related?
No, and I don't want to find out.
Okay, so that was what's up.
No, but what's up with you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the
You
same
finished your tour.
the same thing's up with me.
Yeah, you finished your tour.
Finished my tour in The Hague.
What are you most excited to do now that you're off? When's your first? I mean, you've got little gigs before Christmas, right?
What am I most excited? You asked about five. You started about 5 different
What are you
questions.
most looking for? Well, a good interviewer asks a lot of questions in one go.
Oh,
You front load it
you front load it
because then you
and
just
then you're quiet for the rest of the interview.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm with Louis Theroux.
That's how Mark Maron used to do it at the beginning. He'd be like, "So where did you grow up? Tell me
Yeah.
all about your siblings. What do you think about this?"
But he's left the room.
Yeah,
After that, he leaves the room.
Mark Maron's left the room, guys.
Yeah.
Do we even talk about that?
Yeah. Well, you're being a great interviewer. Sorry,
So my
what was the
question is this, Micky, for God's sake,
For
shut
God's
the
sake.
hell up for 20 minutes and listen to my question. All good. My question is this. Now that you finished touring, Micky
Yeah.
Overman, internationally touring comedian, as per the bio of this podcast, what are you most looking forward to now that you don't have a grueling tour schedule?
I'm looking forward to new jokes the most. That's the thing that I've been bored to tears by.
Your old stuff?
Well, it's just like when you've said it enough times, and it's like the last couple of times were fun because it was like I knew it was the end. So I was like, you have a sort of renewed energy for this stuff because you're like, well, I'm never going to say it again. But I am actually excited to say new things.
Say new stuff.
Yeah.
What's on your mind? What are the hot Micky Overman topics that we can be ready to hear?
Oh, you'll
You
have to
shouting
buy
at us from
tickets
the stage.
to the shows.
Which show are you talking about?
The shows that will be coming up in the future. Well, we have a plan to like go and do like work in progresses together, like in Europe and stuff.
We have a lovely little plan, don't
That
we,
is such a
Micky?
lovely little
That is
plan.
lovely. I think our podcast listeners would love to hear this little plan.
Our lovely little plan
Our lovely little podcast listeners.
is to go to like different places in Europe because both of us have been like what I learned from this tour. Thank you so much for prompting me with that question.
You're welcome.
That I want to, because the tour went way further than like I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
I want to, I have big plans to like expand in Europe. What I want to do is I want to go to these places already and test the show and the material there as well.
Yeah.
So I have a better sense of like what works, not just in the UK, but everywhere. Because there were definitely a couple of things that I said in this tour where I was like, that's probably a little bit of like a UK flavor to it, even if it doesn't have even if it's not literally like we're talking about Tesco meal deals and that's a very specific, like this happens in the UK kind of thing. But I do like, just a little bit of, it has a sensibility to it that's maybe doesn't always translate everywhere. So I want to go. And then we were talking about like making little trips of it. So like,
yeah. Micky and Patrick's continental work in progress, working it out tours for people.
Yes. Wow.
Working
I
title.
didn't know it had a name.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Okay.
Quietly.
Yeah, you've been touring that around.
I've been touring that title around because there's actually, there are shows
And
just for trying out names of tours.
Everywhere was really well received.
Everywhere it was 100% hit rate. The old lady from Munich, she loved it. But
Loved it.
She's probably just trying to get back in my pants. Yeah, so we'll do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something, maybe Thursday through Sunday, and 2 of them will be you, 2 of them will be me. We'll just hang out for the weekend.
It's gonna be lovely.
Because that was one of my least favorite things about touring, you guys, is you wouldn't have any time to actually walk around and check out the city.
Yeah, and it's a bit lonely.
And it's lonely.
Yeah.
But we'll go together.
Yeah.
And
then it will be lonely in a different way.
Wasn't it Keats who said, "You're never as lonely as when you're with the person you love the most"?
That was me.
Oh, yeah, you said that. I forgot that you were the one that said
that actually was me.
Yeah, I always thought it was Keats.
Do you want to hear my celebrity gossip?
Yeah!
All right. I just got this fresh off the press.
Could you please do a musical intro for Celebrity Gossip like I did for What's Up?
Celebrity gossip, bitty bitty guy.
What was that? Guy? Bitty bitty guy?
Bitty bitty guy.
Okay.
I just read this on the toilet. And
Please have more respect for our audience than just reeling off things that you've seen on the toilet.
it just made me laugh so much. So it was a quote from Timothée Chalamet doing, I guess, press for his movie Marty Supreme. It says, Chalamet calls Marty Supreme his best work and says people should not take his talent for granted. He says, this is probably my best performance, and it's been like 7-8 years that I've been handing in really, really committed, top-of-the-line performances.
Why?
It's important to say it loud, because the discipline and the work ethic I'm bringing to these things, I don't want people to take it for granted. This is really some top-level shit.
Whoa, Timothée.
Oh my God. That's an energy.
Yeah.
That's an energy that I've brought to nothing ever in my life.
That is incredible confidence from Timothée.
I have been at working at a top level for 7-8 years now, and you fucking assholes do not appreciate me.
No one.
How is he not being appreciated?
He's been booked for the biggest and artiest films in the world.
Yeah.
Could he be more
He's also
successful?
being recognized in award shows. Like, who is taking him for granted?
Yeah, he's like, it's like he's receiving an award in an industry. He's like, you guys better fucking recognize what I'm doing out here.
Yeah.
I'm working hard.
I'm working hard
out here. No one appreciates me.
That is a level
Other than the tens of millions of dollars I'm regularly paid.
Yeah. It's just so baffling.
Because I do think he's good, but now I'm a bit like, all right, mate.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
I don't know what state he was in when he said that. But he needs to get they're probably gonna
rein him in.
He's got to say something really humble next time. He's gonna get some media training.
Yeah. Although maybe it's a little bit refreshing here, because I bet all Hollywood actors probably have to be psychopaths, don't they? Like to work at that level and to be like, I should be the main character.
But I don't know, because look at Steve Carell.
Look at him.
Don't
mind if I do.
He gave some incredible comic and dramatic performances.
Yeah, everyone says he's so lovely.
And everyone is just like, this is the nicest man you've ever met in your life.
I got a lot of time for people who start out funny and then get dead serious.
Me too.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
I'd love it.
I'm going to star in a movie where I'm psychologically abusing Channing Tatum.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be called Tatum.
This is the end.
Yeah, it's going to be called Tatum. This is the end.
Wasn't he being psychologically abused?
Abluted.
There was like you remember this is do you remember This Is the End?
Yeah, it was great. We loved it.
Yeah.
Lots
and
of people didn't.
And then he like very quickly turns into like a very beta
Steve Carell is this is the end.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Steve Carell.
This is good stuff. I was thinking of the one with the End of the World movie, Don't Look Up. I was thinking of Don't Look Up.
Oh, but Steve Carell wasn't in that one
That's what
either.
I said, yeah, but I was misunderstanding.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Channing Tatum was in This Is the End. Oh yeah, and he plays like someone's sex slave. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to be in a movie like that.
No, I'm going to be in a movie like Foxcatcher when Steve Carell was the mean pharmaceutical family person who was training him to be a wrestler or something.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
I'll do something like that.
I can see that
A
for
lot
you.
of prosthetics.
A lot of prosthetics.
I would like to see a faster transition from funny to serious. Like I would like to see comedians just in the middle of their joke just like stop smiling and just get dead serious.
Well, you can do that in your comedy if you want. See how that works.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know.
We haven't said anything funny yet.
Yeah, but it was a funny setup.
It's a classic setup, but it's not funny yet.
Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know any of the funny ends. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Or did it?
You're serious.
These are all more mysterious.
Your serious bits keep being funnier.
Oh,
like the
no.
joke bits that you're doing.
This is undermining my
Oh,
career as a serious actor.
Yeah.
I'll never be taken seriously.
Do you want
in
to do some
Hollywood.
serious acting? I'll set you up.
Okay.
Okay. My mother's dying.
No. Oh.
There's no way that your serious character is going, no.
You don't know what my character is. That could be a spot on impression if you.
There's no serious. No.
No. Okay, do it again.
My mother is dying.
Again?
I guess she was previously dying a little bit. But she's in
I don't think we should
she's
take
in
that as a
remission
genuine. That if you told me that your mother was out of remission, that I would go, again? Well, maybe you might think it. Not in a like, that's so annoying, but you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
No. Maybe I would hit it with a no.
No.
Well, this is the other thing, is that you didn't even fucking bother to ask me. But the thing I'm most looking forward to now that my tour is over is for all of January, I'm going to be just doing an acting course.
Oh, yeah, that is very exciting.
I'm going to be learning to tread the boards, baby.
Yeah. Now,
The
considering...
plank if I'm playing a pirate.
Of course.
Yar!
Yar. Now, I, of course, am already a qualified actor.
Yeah, because you did a degree.
I did a diploma. I don't think we can call it a degree.
Diploma.
Yikes.
Did you get it from McDonald's University?
I did. Okay. Came with a little toy.
Yeah, when you finish your diploma, one of the only things I remember from your course is that your teacher said you could only play a cop.
A burly cop.
Burly cop. That
For
is
some
so
reason,
specific.
in this acting course, at the end,
Burly.
the teachers would be like, this is your castability.
Yeah.
Now, they're talking to some vulnerable ass people. Just on a year-long acting course. A lot of the acting courses, they break you down. And then with this one, I don't think they had enough time to build you fully back up.
They break you down on the way out.
Yeah, so then...
You look like a burly cop.
So then they were like... They would just go around the room, and then to some of the girls then, in this case, they'd be
Women.
like... They'd be... Well, they were girls back then. They were very young.
How old were they?
They were like early
12?
20s, sometimes 19, 18.
Do we call 19-year-olds girls?
I do.
But I don't.
Right. Different topic. So then they would look at some of the girls and they would go like, "Oh, you're you could play like the best friend." And then I thought that was insulting. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
"The
that
best
is
friend,
insulting.
excuse you." And then they got to me and he was like, "You're very sort of
Stodgy.
yeah," because also they kept saying to me that I was too tall to be cast in anything because like
Cameras just can't pan that high. We cannot.
they kept on saying things like, everyone that does film is basically like all the men are like 5'6". They're all like Tom Cruise height. And so they would say like, well, you're 5'9". So like, you're basically too tall. So you could play like a sort of burly. They basically called me like too tall,
Yeah.
too big for some reason. And
Yeah,
then,
burly means like muscular, like broad backed.
yeah, that's what they said, like broad back.
But
So
you're
they're like,
not.
"Oh." Well, listen, it
Of
wasn't great.
Of all the things I would insult you about,
Yeah.
burly would never be one of them.
a burly cop. I remember it so well because I was like,
Just like a
I
night
was like,
in-
I've only just got over my eating disorder, so this is really not a good time for me
like,
to be told that
if I
I'm
were to cast
burly.
you, I would put you probably in like CSI as like a big
like a
hairy
corpse.
cop, just like a big fat guy, maybe just like big, maybe like a Tony Soprano
Just
esque.
kind of crazy, like castability, but it was just like it was just being fucking like so mean to everybody.
So
who
mean.
didn't have like a traditionally like it was literally like there was one girl, she was kind of dainty.
Yeah,
And they
you
were
went
like, yeah.
fit.
Yeah, they were literally like you
Yeah.
could
You could play
be
a
like
fit
you could
lady.
play a leading. Yeah, but it was also one of the reasons I never really tried the acting thing because that really got in my head. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like I don't want to go out for a burly cop, so I just ended up doing comedy instead. And look at me now in
Yeah,
my
your-
second bedroom.
Your burly cop ass material that you do.
Yeah,
Burly
it was crazy. I remember that guy
I
so
could
well.
see, like cop. I can understand because you have an authoritative tone.
That's such a different.
Like you
thing.
have it on stage, you have like a natural
Yeah.
authority, which I could kind of understand. But burly
and too tall.
and too tall. There are loads of tall actors.
Gwendolyn Christie.
The cameras just can't get that high. Is that the name of the person who taught you?
No, that
Who's
was
Gwendolyn Christie?
that was the woman who isn't that her name? The woman who was the yes, Ben saying yes, the really tall woman in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, you could play her. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like you said there's plenty of tall actresses, and I said Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, but you picked one, like the most famously tall. I mean, she must be 6. She's tall.
She's really tall, but I remember like reading interviews and just relating so hard when she said that everyone thought she was too tall to act,
Yeah.
and me at 5'9" was like, "Tell me about
she's
it, Gwendolyn."
Possibly a full foot taller than you.
She is 20
If they-
centimeters taller than me.
If they cast you to play that character,
They'd be like,
nothing anyone
"This is
said
way
would make
too
sense.
short."
Like,
Yeah.
here comes the beast, and it's just this fucking little Dutch lady. Hi.
Yeah, and also because I'm Dutch, it's like I'm not even that tall for Dutch women.
No,
Like they grow way taller over there.
Dutch women hit different.
They actually hit different.
She's trying to get
Yeah,
hit different back
because
into-
they're above you,
Yeah, they hit me much
so
harder from above.
they can slap you on the
I'm
head.
so sick of Dutch women slap me on the top of my head whenever I say something goofy. They tap me on the head with
Yeah.
a little mallet.
Yeah.
Boop. Nee, nee, nee. Toet, toet,
Nee,
toet.
nee. Niet doen.
Niet doen.
Yeah, that was my acting. But I'm
Burly
sure
cop.
I'm sure you're not gonna get that
What
at
do you
the
think
end
my
of your.
typecast will be? Funky dude?
I think you probably have leading man looks. This is such a supportive girlfriend.
I disagreed with Burly Cop. I disagreed.
I know, but I also actually think this, and I think like you've been told that not just by me, but by other people as well. But I think it's such a like me being like, you're honey,
stuff.
honey, you're so
Yes, you have
you're
always
so
been-
attractive.
Yeah, but I think that's good. That's what you want.
Of course, but it's very me being like, you're just very attractive, and I think you
Yeah.
have leading man looks.
You should go out for hot guy roles.
Yeah, Hawkeye 1 and 2.
Hawkeye. I could go for Hawkeye if they're bringing that back.
Do you think you could do Hawkeye? Being like the
No.
top of a building with
Well-
an arrow slung over your.
Part of the reason that I'm doing this course is because I like acting, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So when I get self-tapes and stuff, which is like an audition where you send in a video. for
Oh,
the
very
viewers at home.
inside.
It's a bit like
very
this, really.
industry, this one.
So I'd get self-tapes, but also because my management is American, so I would just get American. So I'd have to do American accents, which I'm not very good at.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I auditioned for Bosch?
Patrick and I were laughing so much. There's a show called Bosch, which is already
Bosch.
very funny name.
Which sounds funnier in like a British, it'd be like Bosch.
Yeah, because
Over
it's like
there.
we have like Bish Bash Bosch.
Bish bash Bosch.
Over
Job
here.
done. Oh wow.
Producer Ben is clearly bored because he's photoshopped me as a burly cop. He put
Onto-
my head onto the body of what I think is a man.
It definitely looks like a man, yeah.
That's
Getty
great.
Images, Burly
Actually,
Cop.
I'm kind of vibing with myself over
I
here.
think actually your teacher was on something.
I think me with like a dad bod.
Yeah, that's a dad blood plus.
That's pretty good.
Wow. It's a good thing that Ben's back because we couldn't have done that.
Couldn't have have done that.
No.
And also, he got us off of the like inside talk from industry, which no one wants to hear about.
Self-tapes. Well, Bosch. For anyone who's watched the American TV show, Bosch.
Okay, so
is
then
a
there was an audition.
no-nonsense detective.
There was an
and
audition
he's
for-
always zinging people. He's a lot like House MD, except he's a cop, and he's even more misanthropic.
So there was a young Bosch audition.
I think the show was called Young Bosch, or something like that, or like Bosch.
And Patrick and I
Baby
were just
Bosch.
laughing because Patrick's just like playing a no-nonsense American guy.
They just got the goofiest idiot.
Yeah. Whereas where you're the all-nonsense English guy.
Yeah, so I can't really. I have to learn how to play people with a dark past. I think I can only play someone who seems to have a rosy past.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing.
Tap
Because
into
you're gonna be one of these funny guys who goes really serious and then wins a
I want to be able
Golden
to play.
Globe.
I want to play Baby Bosch. I want to be like, you put your hands on her. Don't ever put your hands on her. Baby Bosch coming out to cinemas right now.
It's not called Baby Bosch.
I don't know what it's called. All I know is they didn't even bother to reply. That's the thing with self-tapes. You just send it off and then no one ever tells you what happens and you just imagine.
Baby Bosch sounds like they've made like a doll for little girls out of the character Bosch. It's
Baby
a
Bosch.
no-nonsense doll.
Yeah. This doll will find a crack in your house.
It's like a baby, but it comes with like a cigarette
Yeah.
and a scowl.
This town used to mean something.
Yeah.
Why is that baby? Baby Bosch.
Baby Bosch.
this Bosch
It doesn't
is
believe in
sad.
the world.
Doesn't like you and likes donuts.
It just, if you hit it on the chest, it goes, you can't say anything anymore.
I don't know if that is something Bosch is about, the culture wars. Certainly not Baby Bosch.
Well, Baby Bosch would be
This
about
is
the culture
pre-culture. Oh, Baby
war.
Bosch is about the culture wars.
Baby Bosch is almost exclusively about the culture war.
Latest broadside in the culture wars, Baby Bosch has gone anti-woke.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the Patreon soon.
Yeah.
But before we do, shall I
'cause we
tell,
gotta make it
shall I tell
honest.
the audience about a doll that I had growing up?
Oh, that horrible. Yeah, you can, but I'm going to tune out.
I had a doll. It was called Baby Doc, and Baby Doc was ill.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was ill. The baby. You would think that maybe this was a baby doctor, but it was actually the patient. It should have been called Baby Patient. And
Yeah.
it came with a rash, a cough.
Yeah.
It had like a rash on its bum, and then if you put warm water on it,
It would go away.
then the rash would go away. But then it would come straight back if you put like if it just was left out in the cold. It came with a stethoscope for you. I guess you're the doctor
You're the doctor to this dying baby.
to this dying baby.
Right.
It came with a little stethoscope, and if you put it on the baby's chest, then you could hear like.
It made a coughing sound. Are there children whose... There it is.
Oh my god, we have to put up a picture on the
It doesn't even
thing.
look that sick. It looks quite cheerful, though.
Yeah, well, it also here, so you can see like the stethoscope.
It's in a little hospital bed.
Yeah, it had a hospital.
Oh my god.
It had a hospital bed, and there were like a couple of other things that it came with. But it was like and it came with like a little hat that you could put on. That was basically like a little nurse's
You could be a
hat.
little nurse.
Yeah.
What are they playing into with that?
What
like,
are they playing
are there children
into?
who want to be pediatricians? They're basically babies.
There was nothing that I remember where this was like, you know, it was like in me being like, I should get this baby better.
Yeah.
It was more like
You just let it
when
die.
you put it on there, you hear just this leprosy baby.
What a burden. What a burden to have
Incredible
as a child.
bit. Doesn't get better.
Yeah. Other kids are
Baby
like...
duck. It doesn't get better.
Other kids are outside playing and just like doing hopscotch, and you're inside trying to save the life of an ailing baby.
Yeah. Other people would be like, come outside, Micky. I can't.
I can't.
My child is dying.
I've got to put it in an iron lung.
Came with an iron lung.
With a big iron lung. It's got meningitis. It has bacterial meningitis. I can't come out and play.
Well, I once looked up, when I was older, I once looked up the symptoms of this baby.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was undiagnosable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was literally like you couldn't diagnose
It has a phantom ailment.
I think
That's really, you're going to have kids growing up with like Munchausen's.
Absolutely. I think I came out really normal, considering that somewhere in a box, there still is a dying child.
Yeah, considering, I mean, you are an absolute freakazoid.
What?
On all measures, you're an absolute
What are you saying?
fruitcake.
I think I'm going to be really good at taking care of our children if they're sick.
If they have a cough, a
I'm
rash
going to
on
be
their
like,
bum.
I got just a bed for you.
A rash on their bum. That is so adult for a child to be thinking about.
Yeah, who's spanking this child?
Do you think it's from spanking?
Well, I mean, it didn't go away.
Were you spanking the doll? Were you spanking little baby sick doll? Keeps coming
Stop
back.
being so sick.
Get better. What a bizarre. Who got it for you? Your mum or your dad?
I mean, they would have got. I guess I must have seen it in a mag. I don't think my parents were like, let's give her a sick baby. I think I must have seen it in one of those toy magazines and thought like, oh, that seems fun to play with, like a psychopath. They brought it out, I think, in 1995, and it got discontinued in 1995.
The same year.
It was something like that. It was something where like they started and ended it in like the same year. So
Yeah.
I must have been like 5 years old and just got the baby.
Well, I would just love to have been part of that, like the marketing team's meeting before they rolled it out. Like,
Yeah.
there's one thing we know about kids. They love taking care of morbidly sick babies.
If we know one thing about kids, they all have Florence Nightingale syndrome,
Yeah.
and they want to take care of the sick.
They don't want to play. They want to heal. These babies are needing healing.
Kids are in the playground. One is like Superman, like mine can fly. Like another has a baby duck, like mine wants to eat. I'm like, mine's dying.
Mine's suffocating on its own tongue. Mom, can we get the booster pack? It gives it cholera. That's
Booster pack.
messed up.
The booster pack has like medicine for the original
Yeah.
disease and then like adds disease to it.
I'm
Like you're
treating
in
it
the-
with
like you're in-
metronidazole. I've prescribed it diamorphine because it's getting withdrawal. Mine has an opioid addiction.
Micky, will you come down? Dinner's ready. Mom, for crying out loud. It is so serious up here.
Mum, it's broken out in shingles. I thought I could treat its chickenpox
Mom,
initially.
throw up an orange.
Throw up an orange.
Throw up an orange.
Does your mum keep an orange in her digestive tract at all times?
No, like throw up because I was upstairs.
Yeah, I know. I just,
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it be funny if your mum puked up an orange whenever you're in trouble?
Listen, we can talk about Baby Duck for years,
And we will.
And we
Another
will.
thing I have.
but
that's
we must
plenty.
go to the Patreon.
Let's go to the Patreon, you guys. Thanks so much, as always, for listening.
Thank you.
You're the
This was
reason
What's Up with
this was-
Patrick.
We did more than What's Up. We did
Yeah,
What's
we did
Up
Baby Duck.
nicely.
Come on.
We did Baby Duck. We had a whole section on acting for our thespians.
For thespians or thesps.
For our thespites.
Okay, let's go. We love you. You'll hear us next time, and we will definitely try and put up a photo of Baby Duck somewhere.
Oh, it's so hard to remember to put things in the show notes. Ben.
That feels like
I know that
Patrick.
feels like
Patrick's just waffling on again, but this feels like post podcast
a
stuff.
post-podcast
Let's not do the
admin.
admin
Mickey
on the
hates
podcast.
it when I don't
I
finish
do.
the podcast sharply.
Goodbye.
Bye. And another thing.